The city never sleeps. A jungle of concrete and glass, pulsing with neon arteries. Data streams like blood, carrying fortunes and secrets. And within this digital heart, a whisper echoes. Viper. He was a myth, a ghost in the machine. A hacker whispered to be capable of impossible things. They said he could crack any system, drain any account. But Viper wasn't driven by greed. He sought justice. Viper knew the sting of injustice. He had seen the system chew up the innocent and spit them out. He had felt the cold grip of poverty, the despair of inequality. But now he was ready to fight back. His weapons, lines of code, and a burning desire for change. Viper's lair was a hidden server room, a fortress of blinking lights and whirring fans. Here he worked tirelessly, his fingers dancing across the keyboard. He was crafting a plan, audacious and dangerous, to strike at the heart of the financial system. He wasn't alone. Serena, a digital phantom with eyes like ice, was his confidant, his equal. Her past was a tangled web of betrayal and deceit, but her skills were undeniable. Together, they were an unstoppable force. Their target, the Leviathan Fund, a behemoth built on the backs of the working class, a monument to corporate greed. Viper saw it for what it was, a digital piggy bank for the corrupt elite. He would crack it open and redistribute its ill-gotten gains. Their plan was intricate, relying on perfect timing and trust. They recruited a small team, specialists in their fields, each with a role to play. Among them was Zero, a young prodigy known for his stealth and precision. Viper placed his trust in him, unaware of the betrayal brewing in the shadows. The night of the heist crackled with tension. Lines of code scrolled across the screens as Viper and his team navigated the digital labyrinth of Leviathan's security systems. They were in, breaching firewalls, bypassing protocols, moving like phantoms through the digital corridors. But something was wrong. Zero, tasked with disabling the surveillance, had gone silent. A cold knot of dread twisted in Viper's gut. He could feel it, a trap being sprung. Sirens wailed in the distance, growing closer. The authorities had been alerted. Betrayal. Viper felt a surge of rage, but there was no time for recrimination. The heist was compromised, but he would not leave empty-handed. The air crackled with static electricity as the server room doors burst open. Marcus Chen, a jaded detective haunted by the ghosts of his past, entered with his weapon drawn. He had been chasing Viper for months, driven by a personal vendetta against the faceless figure who had exposed the corruption that cost him everything. Viper, his face obscured by the shadows, met his gaze. Their eyes locked in a silent battle of wills. The whirring of servers provided a relentless soundtrack to the confrontation. "Give it up, Viper," Marcus growled, his voice laced with fatigue and anger. "It ends here. You think you understand justice?" Viper's voice was a low murmur, distorted by a voice modulator. "You've only seen the tip of the iceberg." He initiated the final sequence. Billions of dollars, represented by lines of code, flowed out of Leviathan's accounts and vanished into the digital ether. Marcus hesitated, torn between his duty and a growing unease. Was Viper a criminal or a modern-day Robin Hood? The line blurred in the flickering lights of the server room. Before he could make a decision, Viper vanished, disappearing into the maze of servers like a phantom. The world watched in astonishment as news of the Leviathan heist spread like wildfire. Billions had vanished, redistributed to countless individuals and organizations fighting for social justice. The financial world reeled, governments launched investigations, and the public debated the morality of Viper's actions. Marcus Chen, standing before the emptied servers of Leviathan, felt a profound sense of emptiness. He had dedicated his life to upholding the law, but what was justice in a world built on inequality? Viper's actions had exposed the cracks in the system, but had he become the very thing he fought against? The questions lingered. Was Viper a hero or a villain? A savior or a thief? The answers, like Viper himself, remained elusive, lost in the digital shadows. One thing was certain: the world would never be the same. The heist had exposed the vulnerabilities of the system, and the echoes of Viper's actions would continue to resonate. A stark reminder that in the digital age, even the most powerful institutions could be brought to their knees.